So in previous class we have seen we considered a problem mx double dot plus k x equal to 0. Then we have seen this x equal to r e power I omega t. Then we have found by using eigenvalue problem, we found this omega 1, omega 2, omega n, and r1, r2, rn, and we have seen the transformation matrix T will be r1, r2, rn. So where this is n into n matrix, and we claimed this is the transformation matrix which will transform this natural coordinates into normal coordinates into natural coordinates. So I just claimed it, I haven't proved it. So now I will prove this T will satisfy the condition which is r1 rm into m rn equal to 0 when m equal to when not equal to n. So similarly for k equal to 0, m not equal to n. So if this condition is satisfied, then we can say this associated matrix which is T is transformation matrix, which will transform natural coordinates to normal coordinates to natural coordinates. So in order to do that, so we will write that equation. So kr equal to omega square mr. So then we have found a matrix, so T, so which I for time being I will write as a phi. So r1, r2, rn. So each one is n into 1 vector, n into 1 vector, therefore it is n into n matrix. This is called modal matrix because it will tell mode shape of the system. So now I am considering two pairs of this solution. So I consider two eigen pair. So which one? Omega n square rn, another one is omega m square and rm. So I will write the equation krn equal to omega square mrn. Right, this is equation 1, and I write for another point m square mr n. So this is two different point of the system. So system has many mass, so this is two different mass and associated response. So now in order to move further, we need to review some concept from solid mechanics. So let's you take some beam and both end is supported like this. So then we apply some forcing, then it will go deflection. It is deflecting. So let's say this force will be P1, P2, P3. So therefore this displacement will be x1, x2, x3. So you consider the same beam, you are applying different force now. Here Q1, Q2, Q3. The point of applying force will be the same. So then associated displacement will be y1, y2, y3. So from Maxwell reciprocal theorem, Maxwell-Betty reciprocal theorem, you can write this as P1 y1 plus P2 y2 plus P3 y3 equal to Q1 x1 plus Q2 x2 plus Q3 x3. So therefore what you can write? You can write these things as a vector P transpose y, Q transpose of x. So this is called reciprocal theorem. So now we apply this concept into our equation here. So let's apply. So here k r n equal to omega square m r n. So q is Newton per meter, k is Newton per meter, and r unit is displacement, which is meter. Therefore this is Newton, which is, this equation is, this left hand side and right hand side represent force. So what we can do, I will multiply this force. So this is the force, I will multiply this force. This is the force, and associated displacement will be Rn. Another force will be Krm, omega m square m Rm will be the another force. These are another force, and associated displacement will be Rm. So from the Maxwell reciprocal theorem, I can write force of one equation, which is Rn equal to omega n square m Rn, and I multiply this force with another displacement, which is Rm. So I have written this force and I multiply with this displacement, which is Rm. So I pre-multiply this Rm, so which I will get Rm k Rn equal to omega n square will be constant, so it will come outside. So Rm m Rn equal to 0. Sorry, won't be equal to. So this is one set of equation. So this is, we have 1 2, this is 3. So similarly, I am taking this force now. I am taking this force k r m omega m square m r m, and I am taking this displacement. So I am pre-multiply with Rn, which I will get Rn k Rm so this is 4. So I have taken, so what I did, I have written like this one as equation 3 and this one as equation 4, right? This one as equation 3 and this one as equation 4. So now I need to equate these 3 and 4. So I am equating 3 and 4. It should be equal. Therefore let's equate this. If I equate this part, I won't get anything, any meaningful equation. So I am equating the other part. In order to equate, we need to change certain things. So what I am doing, before equating, so I am taking transpose of 4, whole transpose of 4. So AB whole transpose becomes B transpose A transpose. So therefore here this I forgot to write, Rm pre-multiply with Rm transpose. So then only it will get multiplied, Rm transpose Rn transpose. So I take transpose of 4, so therefore it becomes Rm transpose k Rn equal to omega m square Rm transpose m Rn. So this we will get 5. So now I can equate 4 and 5. So if we take whole transpose, its value won't change. So therefore I am equating it. So by equating, so I am writing RHS of equation 3, omega n square Rm transpose m Rn equal to omega m square Rm transpose m Rn. So now I will bring things into one side. Equal to 0. So now this omega n and omega m. So from here the problem can divide into two. If these two values are same, if omega n equal to omega m, then this becomes 0. This LHS becomes 0 and we can't do anything. So if this omega n not equal to omega m, then what we can do, we can take this into other side. So therefore m Rn equal to 0. So therefore now it is satisfying this. Now we got the condition of here m, where m not equal to n, here where m equal to n. So m equal to n. So when m not equal to n, so then we will get this condition. This is the condition we put on t such that t will transform its normal coordinate into natural coordinates. Therefore we can conclude t will be the natural coordinates. Wait. In order to be the t natural coordinates, this condition, this condition should not only valid for m, it should be valid for k also. So did we do it for it? We can be able to do by considering the equation 3. So equation 3, I am writing the equation 3 again. So in order to get this equation, Rm transpose k Rn equal to omega n square Rm transpose m Rn. So we substituting here, so then this will get equal to 0. So now we got this. So far what we have seen how to find t for a system which looks like mx double dot plus kx equal to 0. So what is our next objective? So next objective will be, we need to find a system. We will find a natural coordinate for the system which will have the damping with no forcing. So this one we will explore in the further class.